Oh, the pretzels. Oh, gotta turn off that light.
You know what I want?
All right, will you let me start? All right. So going for Isaiah. Christ, you're only wonderful, amazing. Thank you for you. Thank you that we can take this moment and breathe.
Got a little Swedish there.
Breathe in and chew this writings of the ancients, the glorious ancient work of antiquity. As we dive into wisdom, you reveal on how we can know you better, know how you operate so we can join in on that and love you and love our neighbor better in best practice. Wonderful awesome name. Amen. Isaiah chapter 38, verse 1 through chapter 39, verse 8. The ambiguous Hezekiah. This is the word of the Lord. In those days, Hezekiah was deathly sick. Isaiah, the son of Amos, the prophet came to him and said to him, Yahweh has said this, give orders to your household, because you're dying and you won't come back to life. Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and pleaded with Yahweh. He said, O Yahweh, do be mindful of how I have walked before you in truth and with a whole mind, and have done what was good in your eyes. Hezekiah wept much. Yahweh's word came to Isaiah. Go and say to Hezekiah, Yahweh, the God of your ancestor David, has said this. I have listened to your plea. I have seen your tears. Now I am adding to your lifespan 15 years. From the hand of the king of Assyria, I will rescue you in the city, and I will shield the city. This will be the sign for you from Yahweh that Yahweh will do this thing that he has spoken. Here I am going to reverse the shadow on the steps that has gone down on the steps of Ahaz because of the sun. Back 10 steps. And the sun reversed 10 steps by the steps that it had gone down. A composition for Hezekiah, king of Judah, when he was sick and came back to life from his sickness. I myself said, in the midst of my days I shall go. I have been appointed to Sheol's gates for the rest of my years. I said, I shall not see Yah. Yah is in the land of the living. I shall not look to humanity again with the inhabitants of the world. My dwelling has pulled up and gone away from me, like a shepherd's tent. I have rolled up my life like a weaver, as he cuts me from the loom. While from day until night you requit. You requit? It's an interesting word. How do you think it says? It's requit? Or requiet? You say it's requiet?
Requite.
Requite. We're both wrong. Requite.
Requite.
While from days until night you requite me. I have composed myself until morning. Like a lion, so he breaks all my bones. While from day until night you requite me. Like a swallow, so I chirp. I murmur like a dove. My eyes have looked to the heights, my Lord. It is oppression to me. Make a pledge to me. What shall I speak? He said this about me, and he himself acted. I will walk all my years in the pain of my heart. My Lord, in all such pains people will live, and all the years will be the life of my spirit. May he restore me and bring me back to life. There, as regards well-being, it was tough for me, but you yourself loved and took me out of the pit of nothingness, because you threw all my offenses behind your back, because Sheol does not confess you, nor death praise you. People who go down to the pit don't expect your truthfulness. The living person, he confesses you this very day. A father makes known to his children your truthfulness. Yahweh is here to save me, and he will make our music all the days of our lives at Yahweh's house. Isaiah had said, they are to take a block of figs and apply it to the infection, and he will come back to life. And Hezekiah had said, what will be the sign that I will go up to Yahweh's house? At that time, Merodach-Baladan, son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent letters and a gift to Hezekiah. He had heard that he had been ill and had regained strength. Hezekiah celebrated with them and showed them all his treasure house, the silver, the gold, the spices, and the fine oil, and his entire army and all that was to be found in his storehouses. There was not a thing that Hezekiah did not show them in his house and his entire realm. But Isaiah the prophet came to Hezekiah and said to him, what have these men said, and from where do they come to you? Hezekiah said, it's from a far country that they have come to me, from Babylon. He said, what have they seen in your house? Hezekiah said, they have seen everything in my house. There was not a thing that I didn't show them in my storehouses. Isaiah said to Hezekiah, listen to the word of Yahweh armies. There, days are coming when everything in your house and what your ancestors have stored up until this day will be carried to Babylon. Not a thing will be left, Yahweh said. Some of your descendants who will have issued from you, whom you will father, will be taken and will become eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. Hezekiah said to Isaiah, The word from Yahweh that you have spoken is good, he said, because there will be well-being and truth in my days. Jesus, thank you that, again, we're here now, reading writings that helped our ancestors. May us help us now. And in revealing thoughts from a scholar, John Goldingay, may it just reveal more deeply what we just read and show us your treasures of wisdom. May we seek it. Seek you, Jesus. Seek wisdom like a pearl, like a coin. May we sweep and long deeply for it. Amen. The other week we heard a Los Angeles priest who works with ex-gay members tell of going to a university to talk about his work. He took with him an ex-gang member called Juan. During the day, they went to classes and spoke to students. In the evening, addressed a meeting of 1,000 members of the student body. In the subsequent discussion, someone asked Juan what were his hopes or his advice for his son, who was about to enter his teens. Fighting back tears, Juan said he hoped his son wouldn't be like him. The questioner, who had heard Juan during the day, stood up again. You're a gentle, caring, wise person. You shouldn't want your son to be like you. Our perceptions of ourselves are often skewed. We may be more honorable than we think, or less so. It's so partly because we ourselves are probably complicated. We have honorable and dishonorable features. We may not be able to make up our minds about ourselves or about other people. The book of Isaiah can't quite make up its mind about Hezekiah, and neither can Hezekiah make up his mind about himself. He can appeal to God as one who has walked before God in truth and with a whole mind. And the story about him and Sennacherib has betrayed him in this way. On the other hand, his prayer made no claim to be undeserving of his illness, unlike most such prayers in Psalms. He recognizes that God had to throw a load of offenses behind his back in answering his prayer, which fits with its repeated reference to God's requiting him, presumably in making him sick. Further, Isaiah has implicitly critiqued him in his earlier attack on Judahite political policies. There's an ambiguity in the story about the Babylonian envoys. What is the significance of his reaction to Isaiah's message about the coming exile? Is it a cynical contentment? Though disaster is coming, it won't affect him personally, or is it a proper appreciation of the fact that disaster can be postponed, with the implication that is not inevitable? Many biblical characters are described in ambiguous ways. It's true of Noah, Abraham, Joseph, Moses, and David. The story recognized the complexity of people and the complexities of evaluating people. The point for readers isn't to try to make up our mind whether they're good guys. It's to let the ambiguity in their stories help us reflect on the ambiguity of our own. So you hear that? So Hezekiah got sick. He pleaded to Yahweh. Yahweh heard him, gave him 15 more years to live. And so there's moments where like Hezekiah made wrong choices by leaning on Egypt and not on Yahweh. And so like we can't decide if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Well, everyone's like in the middle. And so it's not our job to decide if they're good guys or bad guys, but let it be moments of reflecting on our own character. Do we love Yahweh with heart, soul, and mind? Are we in this moment acting in a way of love towards the other? It seems unlikely that God would have reworked the intricate movements of the planets to give Hezekiah a sign, and the account of the sign is also somewhat ambiguous. I assume it's likely to have been unusual natural events, but maybe that conclusion shows I'm too rationalist. The expression of thanksgiving and testimony to Yahweh's act of deliverance is apparently composed for him by people such as the Levites, as one would expect. It's their job to compose such prayers. It parallels prayer in the Psalm and spending much time recalling the trouble he had been in. It had seemed that inevitable that he would end up in Sheol. In the absence of antibiotics, an infected sore or wound could easily lead to septic. I don't know how to say the word. It's like when like, yeah, we know a sepsis. Sepsis. But what in the heck is the full word? How do you say that? No help in how to say it? Like septismia. Septisma. Pronunciations.
Septicemia.
Septicemia. Septicemia. He had tried to submit himself to Yahweh, but it seems that Yahweh had laid down what was to happen and that it was inevitable. But that fact doesn't mean you just have to accept what God says. And Hezekiah recalls how he had prayed for God to restore him. He then testifies to how God had delivered him. The footnote about the fig compress presumably indicates that Isaiah combined regular medical treatment with prayer. The story about the Babylonian envoys conveys the usual double significance of reference to Babylon in Isaiah's ministry. In Hezekiah's day, Babylon was part of the Assyrian Empire. Interest in peoples such as Judah because it wants them to join in rebellion against their shared overlord. But a century later, Babylon realized its ambition to take over Assyria's position as superpower. It thus also becomes a superpower against whom Judah rebels. And whereas Yahweh prevented Assyria from taking Jerusalem, a century later, Yahweh finally says, "That's it," and lets Babylon finish the job that Assyria started. So in 597 BC and again in 587 BC, the Babylonians attacked and captured Jerusalem and took off to Babylon key Judahite leaders, including people such as priests, prophets, and members of the administration, such as kings and their families. There they languished for 50 years. The story supposedly closes off Isaiah 1 through 39 because Isaiah 4 takes up the story from there. All right, so interesting. So right now we just ended Hezekiah, right? Yeah. So now it's going to fast forward. So when we start this, they're going to be in exile. So it's going to now it's going to like fast forward, and he's going to be addressing people in exile. All right. Or about to be. Wait, my friend. Because I would like to just keep talking for a bit, okay? I know, but you're also asking me, can we start now? And you're turning around. Which, when we read this, we always try to present full focus. And so, here. So, there it is. Actually, it's doing H. So this is Hezekiah, right? So right now, deathbed, Babylonian envoys. You know what those are? So they're like messengers. So like, let's say you were two kings. I'm King Corey, you're King Broheim, okay? And I just got really sick. And then this happened, like, I got miraculously, like, just felt better. You're King Broheim, so you don't come over, you send envoys. Who act like King Broheim is super happy that you're feeling well. So that's what happened. And then I was like, yeah, they're like, they come out in your word. That's why we're called ambassadors. We're called envoys for Jesus. Jesus is not personally here, and he can any moment be personally here in the spirit, but we also are speaking on behalf of Jesus when we talk to other people about Jesus. So anyway, so envoys from King Broheim, Babylon, comes to me and goes, "We're happy you're feeling better." And I'm like, what's up, King Broheim people? Check out my wares. Here's my gold. And then you come back, and so then later, so he died. And so Babylon later, let's say right here, they're like, gold. Like thinking of this time. And so now So right here, so Hezekiah, like he is still alive, he dies, and now they're just about to invade Jerusalem. I think they're just about, or it's like in Babylonian captivity. I'm looking just really quiet. Okay. All right, so I think there must be. We'll figure it out, but I think they're in Babylonian captivity. You know what Babylonian captivity means? Kind of. So, like, again, you go, I like everything here. So you invade. Psh, and then captivity means then you take the people over to your city. And then they live in your slums. Some of them live in your palace, but as servants of you. Because King Broheim is the new superpower, and everyone is now your slave, pretty much. All right. You ready, friend? Okay, we can start.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Houston. We just finished reading. So,
I have good timing for once.
So I'm gonna go do a good spit of Midnight Sun. The next part, if you're down, we could do some PoE.
Yeah.
All right.
Put my headphones on.
There we go. How was your sleep? Did you get waken up by dogs at all?
Yeah, I woke up at like 8 or 9, and then I went back to sleep afterwards.
After you did your responsibility, and you're like, I'm back down.
Yeah, and I think I sent a text message or something then.
Did you send me a text message?
Or an email to someone that like work stuff.
Oh, I thought you said you sent me a text message. And I was like, you did? But you sent an email out to someone else. Okay. Okay. Now I understand what you're saying. How you doing?
I am doing.
You're doing. You're living. All right. Come on, Epic Game Launcher. Can you go any faster?
No. Because they don't know how.
Huh? Oh, yeah. There's a GPO item testing. Interesting. Well, it doesn't work. Oh, you're like, speaking of GPO, I think I'm going to play GPO.
Yes.
All right. I thought I finished this game.
Oh, you thought you finished Midnight Sun?
No, not game. I thought I finished this run, this area.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Scary.
Yeah.
I don't have much.
Alright.
Whew. Nice.
Oh, sweet. Invisible. You guys can't see me. Yeah, I know. Actually, okay, that's cool.
Lilith may
You're
have
cool.
found the one man or monster capable of
Or hot.
withstanding the dark
I don't know.
energies
I
of
don't know how
long enough to
what the
fully
temperature is
restore
over
it.
there.
Banner's been nothing but
It's
trouble
rainy.
since this
It's
whole
like your
thing
classic
started.
pour
We
cold.
both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
Mm.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk.
Can you send
whenever
some of
I'm in
that
a
cold
bad
over?
mood.
Is it pretty hot
And
where you're
rain.
at?
I'm definitely feeling hot recently. So
Oh.
yeah.
Sorry, man.
Also, there is an awful lack of rain in these parts.
Right.
I had hopes for a challenge.
I know.
Starting to see why they call you the hunter.
There we go. Let's do this right.
I seen you.
Mm.
You had your chance to escape.
Oh, let me share. If you care about watching. Okay, we'll color arms.
Power of the light.
Oh.
How invigorating.
Huh? Oh, nice.
Your time has come.
Kill.
Your mother abandoned you.
I wonder. Perfect. I'll finish up. Give me an extra card.
Feel my call.
Alright, let's shatter a pillar.
This temple will be buried for another 1,000 years.
Oh, bye. Oi.
Welcome assistance.
Before we do that. Oh, fascinating. Okay. Now we can't reach him, so we'll just throw something at him. Alright, there we go. too far away.
Your fate is sealed. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
That's supposed to be a free
Yeah, this will
Huh.
take forever.
call. All right. All right, he is going to get hit a lot. He might go down.
Is there fish head? They kind
Oh.
of self-contained.
Huh.
Kind of self-contained what I have.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Stark should have
upgrading.
just nuked this place for Morbid. You know he's got one
Yes,
somewhere.
and there's a floating stair.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say we do it anyway. Burn them all.
Why not?
I am by your side.
Aha. Yes.
So,
Return to your mother.
yeah. Dang.
Roll 9. Judgment.
Getting W. Yeah, get W.
Draw that. What's up?
The classic help permit a chat. Someone said, "How do I stop crashing?" Everyone's just like, "Just don't crash."
At least I'm here.
You're just like seeing it so many times. You're tired of that response. Like, do something original.
It's like do something original and also chat never change.
Yeah.
It's one.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
I don't need.
Break that.
Do the ooh ooh ah ah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should teach me that one.
Ooh ooh ah ah. Monkey. Yes. Ooh ooh ah ah.
Perfect.
Thank you. I don't need to anymore.
Cannot possibly match your strength.
What?
That's a neat trick.
Now
Okay.
we finish him.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You are unprepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at something new.
God, that just gets to get more enemies.
They are committed to the darkness.
All right, smash that button.
I want your head.
Good. I could use some more practice.
advantage is mine. Your time has come.
Yes. Oh. Alpha strategy!
The advantage is mine.
I need,
Ah! I won't make it.
Your fate is sealed.
Wee! Hello, I don't want to fight anybody. I'm gonna go to a grabby web. Go.
I need to get the whole screaming thing on him.
Someone feel a breeze.
Got him scared. Just need to finish this.
Get out of
There we go.
It's on. You must.
No. Exactly. I want to go to a crab ball. Be good.
I don't need a big number right now. There we go.
Hey, Mr. Krabby. I will whap you. I want to whap you, Mr. Krabby Wabby. Krabby? Here? The crabs?
Alright, let's just.
I also wanted to ask, which Zelda game are you talking about? The Wii U
Hey, buddy.
Switch one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Yes, be gone. Nobody cares about you, Mr. Krabs. You're resistant to fire? Yeah! Ow!
Might as well use
Money,
it.
money, my toy. This is a forever.
I suppose it's something.
I hate this forever.
Some bad health.
Lucky shot.
No.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms.
Ow! Stop it, Mr. Krabs. Be gone,
was your time.
Scorpion.
Bring us your reinforcements. Oh, she's She said one more. What was the last one?
Yes, be gone, Mr. Krabs.
That barrier is still holding.
I hate Lost my key.
Now! You've done more than anyone could ask.
Almost. Yo, demon lady. One thing before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze.
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Yes.
Now we may leave.
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there.
Once.
Don't step between the spirit of vengeance and vengeance. Like step between hippo and water.
Oh.
Something's broken. They're talking.
He's alive. Be gone, Fush. I hate Mr. Krabs now.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
You okay?
No, I'm just talking about my guy. Just the way he was sitting, looked like he was gonna throw up.
Ow.
What's wrong?
Everything.
Okay.
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Good.
Please be alarmed in silence. Yeah, tell that to Spartan.
Oh, yeah? Woo!
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this,
of
because she's
ancient
going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic of
Try to stop
Transea,
it, but-
decimating a
I
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the base
Robbie.
of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can
These
say it.
images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What matters is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with
Ow!
the hashtag Apocalypse
Stop it.
Wow.
We're in the end game now.
I don't like this, Mr. Krabs.
Honestly, Marvel comes in. I mean, Disney comes in. Copyright. Oh, literally, Blade goes, "We're in the end game now."
Okay, Mr. Krabs, I hate you. Dude, keep blocking my attacks.
Well, you also have traded away all your good stuff.
Mr. Can you keep blocking? You don't stop blocking! Keep burn, buddy. I really want the cemetery.
All right. People are talking. Oh. Oh, I see. Something on the controller is being pressed. There we go.
Unplug. I will blackleg you. This is the last thing I do.
Ooh, my bad. No one's lived through catastrophic world-ending events before? Boring.
Your unwavering optimism inspires me.
This will feed my ego for weeks.
Glad to see you're adjusting.
I thought we were about to win.
Oh, hey, Mr. Krabs now.
Fortunately, I'm used to disappointment.
You're expecting to hear a witty one-liner. I get it. But I gotta say, I'm speechless.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You dropped a freaking mountain on the Hulk, and he waltzed away like it was nothing.
I do damage to him.
I mean, if a mountain didn't kill him,
It's
what
been
could?
a while.
My ego?
5 hours later.
No. It couldn't stand
I
carrying
had
the
to
weight
hit
of
the
the entire
crabs!
world. Oh, a billion elephants. A duck the size of a house.
It's John's
Or
gonna boom
maybe
you.
2 mountains.
I boomed him.
Third time is the charm. Maybe we could drop the moon on him.
Perfect idea, Hunter. Rock hard just thinking about it. I said what I said.
Oh, but
What else is there to
I am
lose at this
stepping
point?
Literally everything.
I
Figuratively,
hate this
also
dog.
everything.
You
The exciting thing is
You
that
stupid
you
brat.
don't know.
Can you stop
Do
blocking
you
my
know
attack?
how this ends?
A Deadpool never reveals his secrets. After all that, we can add another L to the pot.
An L?
You know, a loss, a goose egg, a big fat 0. Gotta say, I don't know how you keep up the cheerleader attitude.
Because there is no other choice. I need to keep moving forward.
Sounds too heroic to me. Try
I
again.
don't like that.
But it is the
Mr.
truth.
Krabs, I hate you.
I cannot stop now.
Hey, SpongeBob now.
The truth also sounds stupid. But you're going because of spite. That's relatable.
Can you stop blocking?
You are more perceptive than you give on.
They don't call me Perceptive Pooh for nothing.
Bean Dorito.
Just take it sleazy, Hunter. The
I
fight's
like
not going
Doritos.
anywhere.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Cthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondercore. It's all destroyed now, along with those poor people's lives.
Wanda, I am so sorry.
I hate Mr. Krabs.
Not
The
as sorry
Krabs.
as they are.
Makes sense. That's
I
it.
can promise you that.
We will save them. That I can promise.
And I'd like to be around to help them. But first, we have to stop your mom. I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I go dark?
Be beamed. That sounds kind of weird.
If it came to that, we would find a way of removing her corruption again.
I appreciate that, but I don't think you're going to have time for all that while you're also trying to stop Cthon from tentacle climbing into this dimension.
You're right. We probably would not have time to save you.
You wouldn't?
I'm joking.
You almost got me there.
No one is leaving you behind, ever again.
Promise?
Cross my heart.
Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it.
Without you.
The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health, especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all.
It, boy.
I'll take my chances with a little cable news.
I hate this Mr. Krabs.
Night.
Mr. Krab, you
Wanda.
bad.
There's something I ought to say to you. Oh?
You were
Yeah.
about Lilith's too.
Get beamed.
Did you just say I was right about something?
Yay, we did it.
Ow.
Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the Temple of Chthon. Way to go, team.
I told you, Ewowie.
Like Tony said, you gave it your best shot. What you and Robbie did took real courage. And that is a victory all unto itself.
Well, I'd rather have a real win for once.
You will get there.
Let's win together.
Ugh, how come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
Excuse you.
Thank you.
Ow. Why? Why? Why you remake that?
All right, Charin, Broheim, in 27 minutes, we're going to go through next step, okay?
Okay.
Ooh. My neck felt that sneeze.
You're running so fast.
I got zooms.
You guys zoom.
The elemental altar. Actually,
Get out of here!
The Outer Blood sacrifice is what they haven't done. It seems my offering was accepted.
Oh gosh, I'm so dead. Get out of here! Mr. Krabs. My cage by Mr. Krabs in GPL.
we'll wait until... Before opening anymore until I get... Until I get the Hulk to join the team.
Trying to go beam you! Ow! Smash my cozy wozies.
Autumn does not answer. If it was here, Autumn would show me.
Mr. Krabs.
Autumn must not see it that way.
That's why Mr. Krabs looks like a GPL. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. He's not carrying any money, so I have a hard time believing he's Mr. Krabs.
Okay.
I'll be back. Just send me a message when you're ready. Also,
when I'm ready.
Yeah. Later.
Later.
I hate this Krabby Wabby. Crab. Right there. And I died. Get it! Oh. That's it. And blah! Okay. Mr. Krabs. No, not Mr. Krabby Buddy. We got you. Yeah. Krabby claws.
Autumn thinks otherwise. There must not be anything here.
What? Mr. Krabs is healed.
If it was here, Autumn would show me.
Okay. I'm sorry that a lot of your work is or not.
How dare you? Is he winning it?
If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide.
You are not allowed to heal.
Autumn thinks otherwise.
Crab dragon baby.
There is only so much Hippus can do. The goddess must be busy. There must not be anything here.
Fuck! Okay, this crab's a hacker. Alright, it's crab's hacker.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna fight him.
Autumn must not see it that way. Autumn does not answer.
Why do you have to have that light? I don't even want to fight you. Ow!
Autumn thinks otherwise.
I don't like this. Oh, God. I don't like this dip. That guy died. My bill and my deal.
He hears me, but has no answers. Hippus does not seem to agree.
Wow. Ow. I hate Bobby. That'd be the dumbest thing. That's fun. That's right. I'm gonna store it in time.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so dumb. Wouldn't it? You lose it, and then the victory rate.
Perhaps I asked too much of him.
All right, in 12 minutes, my friend, we're going through step.
You're the best girl. You know that, right?
Mama's calling.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
One look at Transia tells me everything I need to know. Sarah was right. My mother died centuries ago.
Pains me to hear you say that. Especially when everything I have done is...
Do not say it. Do not tell me you have unleashed all those horrors in my name.
I do not need to. All will be revealed soon. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
It is not I who seems to be wrestling with their destiny. What are you not telling me, Mother?
Such an inquisitive and perceptive child. You remind me of him, you know.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him, your father. The similarities are impossible to ignore.
I have never heard of you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that.
Oh.
What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
I could always count on your wisdom.
Really? I always feared I was flying by the seat of my broom. Did I tell you I had one of those in the 1960s? Quite comfortable.
A seated broom? Where is it now? Can I see it?
Lost in the chaos of an unforgettable music festival. It was a wild year.
A shame. So, what troubles you?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... Despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha.
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor? Was that the time we
This could be a connection with the server.
Robot? You're gonna have to be more specific. I fought a lot of
Because
20-foot
here,
tall
how you
robots.
can tell, he's like,
Not sure I can. Seen too much strange action.
sure.
It all bleeds together after a while. Makes you wonder how much road we have left to travel. Can't tell if I want it to be a long road or a short one these days.
We'll wait to see. We'll see if it's on that. Do a ping test if you want to. Quick ping test. It's loading all stuff really fast, so I think it's just that server. Well, this heads up in 3 minutes. We're going to go through reading stuff.
I still can't believe it.
What don't you believe, Rob?
Let's save this. Alright, I'm going to switch everything to PoE, and I'll start back up. I'll start off some reading. I greatly enjoy it, and I love sharing it with you guys. So, we'll be back with that.